Everyone, my name is Thomas Sawyer with thomassawyer.com.
Hello, beauties. Ingrid H. Turner, ingridhturner.com. Thank you very much, Thomas, having me on again today. I'm
Yes,
always
ma'am.
really happy to be here.
So, guys, we have 35 donation galactic readings and healings. If you give us a second, we will share out as people are coming on. I'm not going to add any audio as it keeps getting flagged by YouTube. So, because we get viewers from YouTube. And here we go. So, I just need to get into my account. People are just going to have to look at us as I'm sharing it. Uh-oh. And I'll mute myself. That's what I'll do. Acorn here. Okay, here we go. Can everyone hear me? No.
I hear you.
Okay. So, where do we donate Miss Melissa English? It is pinned. It is PayPal and it is also Cash App. So, it is pinned in the comments, my dear. I think you asked that before I did all this grunt work of putting all this up. And I want to bring this up too. Okay. So I guess we'll start out as people are coming into the feed. We haven't got any donations yet. But hello, Jennifer. Hello, Amber. Hello, Skyla. Hello, both Jennifers. So how you doing today, Miss Ingrid?
I'm doing good, Mr. Thomas. I'm doing something really fucking cool this weekend. I'm going to Southern California and I'm going to attend a gifting suite associated with the Grammys in Hollywood.
How'd you
So,
get that?
what can I say? If I had hair, I'd do a hair flip. But that's really cool because I get to read for, I've done the Emmys, I've done the Golden Globes. Over the years, I've done a few of these. And it's really cool to get to read for like some celebrities, you know. But with me, because I'm so like out of touch with pop culture, I often don't even know that I'm reading for a celebrity until like they're gone. And so I was like, oh, that was so and so. I'm like, who? Which is, I think, is good because it helps me not get all caught up in the, ooh, you know. But I have recognized a few people who I've read for. Like, it's been like, whoa. So that's the cool thing I get to do. And then I also get to, while I'm there, part of my time I'm going to be doing readings. And then the other part of the time I'm going to be streaming live. I'm a media spokesperson there to my TikTok account. So if you're not following me on TikTok, go find me there and check out my live streams this weekend because I'm going to be live streaming the event and the different like people that are there. And I don't know, who knows what it'll capture, but it's pretty
If you
exciting.
get a hold of Ryan Gosling from The Notebook, just let me know.
Well, this is Grammys, so okay. Yeah, I don't know if that, but you know, next time I go to like a, you know, I will definitely like, you know, hey.
I just
I need to autograph something, anything for my friend Thomas.
I just want to autograph Ryan Gosling. I just want him to say, "Hello, Thomas. I'm from The Notebook," and put his signature. All I want.
Just get a notebook and just have Ryan Gosling sign it. Yeah.
I'll frame
well,
it.
We'll see. I mean, I this could be something I continue to do, and I continue to do like readings and then do the media presence there, which I gotta be honest, I'm really excited about that, to be able to live stream out to TikTok and share with everybody the happenings at these like star-studded Hollywood events. So pretty cool.
Melissa English, do you know that you've donated twice? I believe. Let me double check my feed. We still have openings, guys. It's $35 donation readings and healings. I'm just looking to double check this. Melissa, is it that you want a very special reading? Is that why you've donated twice? You can put in the comments. Hello, Christine. I'm just waiting on Melissa to comment as she gets back. We still have openings, guys, and as people are still coming on the feed, I'm sure. Melissa, are you here, my dear? Just need to see your comment. Well, she's back. I'm waiting on you, dear. I'm waiting. We're waiting. Listen, my first donation didn't go through. It did go through, actually, dear. Let me double check it. Okay, I think it did. Completed. I'll message you afterwards, Melissa. Okay, so let's get started with Melissa. You want to go first? I'll go first on the next.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Melissa, beautiful Melissa. Okay. Show me our beautiful Melissa. Show me. Okay, Melissa, I'm feeling a constriction in the throat chakra first. I'm just pulling some cards to clarify that. Yeah, baby. Okay. I pulled the strength card, which is about healing, like having the strength to heal. Most people do not have the courage to embark on a healing journey. And that's why the strength card, one of the reasons why the strength card represents our healing, is the courage, right? Courage of a lion to move into our healing journey. And from what I can see here, you're doing amazing. You're really anchored in. You are getting better and better at the giving and receiving in your life. It's becoming tangible for you, and you've created a solid foundation for yourself. The energies in the throat, the reason your throat chakra still feels blocked, even though you have been committed to this healing journey and doing so much grounding in your energy and really just doing amazing, my love. You have some grief, okay? Old grief that is stuck in your body. The energy is lodged in your throat chakra. It is preventing you from fully embracing who you are, trusting yourself, and speaking your truth in a crystal clear way in every situation. This is not something that you can force yourself through. This is something you have to sit with, and you have to let yourself feel it. You have to let yourself go through the grief all the way down the bottom, all the way through it. And then it will release from your body. And then you're going to be amazed at how your throat chakra opens up. Wherever we feel like we have a problem, I call it your problem child, right? We generally have one or two chakras in our life where we're like really working that energy. But when you have a problem child, it's also where your greatest strength lies. It's where you shine brightest. So for you, as soon as you move this block, as soon as you sit with that grief and move through that energy, you are here to use your voice. You're here to use your voice in a big way, in an impactful way. And for you particularly, I see you using your voice to reach a lot of people. That is what is on the other side of this. But in order to show up for that destiny, for that energy, your highest expression, you have to do the really scary thing of sitting with your grief and your sadness and all that stuck energy, all from your childhood, wherever it comes from. As you move through it and let yourself be with it, that's how you move through that block. You can't, and Spirit is reiterating, you cannot force your way through it. You can't just speak louder or try harder. You have to get present. And you've already done so much like work on yourself, I'm seeing. Like you really are just well done. So take one more step of courage. Let yourself feel your feelings. You've already got a really strong foundation in order to do this. You've done the legwork that you need to prepare for this last bit of your healing journey. And once you do this, that throat is going to open and you're going to be able to take all of that pain, all of that grief, and you're going to be able to use it as your spiritual tool set instead of it keeping you hampered, keeping you down, right? It's like keeping stuck in place. I just get this image like a whole bunch of dirt on top of you. You're going to feel clean and clear and trusting yourself. And I also get that there's a fair bit of shame. I'm feeling the power center. There's a fair bit of shame wrapped up in this grief. So you have grief and shame. And shame is really hard to look at because it tells us this story that we are bad and wrong as a person. But it's not true. Shame is a liar. It's not a real thing. As soon as you have the courage to sit with it and be present, shame skitters away. It can't stand the light of day. And then you'll be able to sink into that grief that you've been holding in your throat, and now feeling it in your chest as well. As you sink through that and let yourself have that just by acknowledging it and being present with it, it will remove and it will no longer have any control of you. Dang, that was a big one. I hope that is helpful to you, darling. I'm going to bounce you over to Thomas.
So the problem we have sometimes, Melissa, looking at your picture, just right on the screen, so look at that. The problem we have sometimes are very elevated beings coming into a human body is that it's hard for us to be human. It's hard for us to deal with the human emotions. There's literally a line, Melissa, of souls waiting to incarnate on planet Earth. It's like 7 billion. And the thing is, when we come here, this is like the one place we get to experience emotions. But the thing that comes with emotions sometimes is trauma and other things. I'm seeing things like in your root chakra, sacral chakra, that are not things you've dealt with. And sometimes we don't understand why we agree to these things. Now, on the flip side of that, if we acknowledge, as Ingrid said, and sit with these emotions and things that have happened to us and come to like an understanding within ourselves of, dare I say, forgiveness, because I know that's a little hard, of things that have happened to us and the reasons why we're afraid to move forward or be seen, it brings us into a new level of power within ourselves. And it's very, I know, Melissa, it's very hard. I know, because I can hear you. It's very hard. I understand. But Spirit and my guides are saying, just take that first step in moving forward into that energy of like looking at it. I'm seeing past lifetimes, but I don't think it's really relevant here, is it? Not totally, a little bit. Is that take that first step of starting to, what I'm seeing is you writing down things and then focusing on those things one at a time So what you're essentially doing, Melissa, is you're transmuting the energy of what you've gone through, but by understanding and accessing that energy. So it's like if I'm in this room, for instance, when I first came in this room, there was something in this room. And I was told the longer I sat here, the faster this room would clear out. Just by me being in it, I'm transmuting the energy of the room. And I was like, I want to get rid of it. And they're like, no, just sit here and do what you're doing. Don't worry about it. It'll go on its own, because it's not going to like the energy that you're giving out. So I'm saying that within yourself. It's transmuting that energy within yourself is going to be the key. This isn't an easy process, but some of the strongest people I've seen, and I don't mean strength from like they've gotten all this stuff accomplished, I mean from like inner strength, is they've really done a lot of work internally, which you've done, but I feel like you're doing too much. There's so many things you're doing at once. It's like you're I'm seeing like literally a stick and it's burning on two ends coming together. So you're doing too much. Like you're taking care of too many things. They're like, take a step back and evaluate. Oh, they're showing me the Hermit card and how I interpret it. Take a step back and just look at everything from an observer standpoint. So Melissa and people in the feed will know what I'm talking about. If you've seen them, like the Loki series, or What If on Marvel, whatever, there's the Watcher. People that know Marvel comics know what I'm talking about. But the Watcher just watches. He observes everything. He's not even supposed to really get involved, but like from an observer position, and look at what's happened, and then look at how to move with that energy and how you can process it yourself, because they're saying there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's really up to you how you do this. And it's not going to be as hard as you think. It's just taking those first couple of steps. I'm seeing all these different lifetimes, but I don't really feel like those lifetimes are relevant. There's some stuff you've carried over, but you'll figure that out, because the central thing of us doing our work in this lifetime is about, as we, I want to use the word heal ourselves, but I think that's too general. As we work on ourselves in this lifetime, we heal those other things from other lifetimes. But it's more important to be present in this lifetime. That other stuff comes as it needs to. Should make sense. I'm gonna do a bit of healing. Lately, Ingrid, my wand has been talking to me.
I know, it was talking to you last time.
Yes, talking to me all the time now. So, but I just been using it for work because it works. So Melissa, I want you to look at the crystal, put it right in the camera. And heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral. What's up, Jasmine? Root chakra. Recalibrate light. Tap into the mental area of the field. Right there. I'm seeing so many thoughts spinning around in your mental aura. So you have different layers of your auric field. I'm seeing in your mental body, there's so much spinning around. Let's see if we can kind of get some rid of it. Just clear that energy out. Clear. Like that, 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 like that. Also, I'll end with this. I feel like there's a suitor coming. I don't know if you're dating somebody. I'm feeling like you don't want to. But I feel that he's coming regardless, I'm hearing. It's up to you whether you accept it. But he's about to show up. And it's up to you what you want to do with that. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at all this. And Melissa, I'm going to message you afterwards about this too. Things. Also, get in some. This thing, get in some. Tell her to get in some water. It's cold. Go to a pool. Water just helps run emotion and different energies, especially running water. But you can make the water move by swimming in it. I don't know why they're going into this whole swimming thing, but that may have some meaning for you. But maybe it's also about relaxing. Maybe get into a hot tub. I'm hearing something like that. Yeah. Hello, Kelsey dear. Hello, Jennifer, Soul Blossom. Next up, we have Skyla in the house. Hello, Skyla. I'm sorry. What's going on with Skyla? I'm just going to channel. Come on. Okay. This is the manifestation point, Skyla. For a while now, you've held on to things that are not good for your highest good. And I feel the pain of all this because I'm tapping it. Say I accept in your head, dear. Thank you. Because, yeah, I got it. I feel the pain of it. Ooh, okay. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of change coming ahead when you make this pivotal decision, whatever this pivotal decision is. But I feel like making this decision that's going to change everything. You've been thinking about this now for about 6 months to a couple of years. Once you make that pivotal decision, these things are really going to change really fast for you. And it's very important as you're doing this to stay grounded in yourself and to stay grounded in it is what you want to happen in your life. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Skyla, I'm going to do some energy work on you because I feel like Ingrid's got a much bigger message here. I just need to do the work they're saying. I'm seeing a lot of energies around you, and some of them I don't like. And it's not like bad. It's just they're lower energies. And you don't need them around you. Some are from other people, I'm hearing. So here we go. Say accept in your head, Skyla. I don't know why I have to keep doing that, but we have to do that today. And now, and tap in. Vortexes around her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Absorb, release, recalibrate, light. Tap in there. And recalibrate light. Got it. Michael, step in. Raphael, step in. Sophia, step in. So I'm calling in 2 archangels, Michael, Raphael. The goddess Sophia is the female embodiment of Christ consciousness. Now, Ra. Ra is an ascended master. And clear. Ra, go. Thank you. And step back in if you need to. There. Recalibrate light. You're going to feel your entire body start to heat up. And release, recalibrate light. Like that. Boom. Got it. It's all you, Ingrid.
Okay, beautiful Skyla. You need to shift some energy. Like you need to do a big energetic shift in your environment, in yourself, but also in your environment. And here's what you need to do. When you say your prayers for people who you love, when you send good energy to your children, to your family, to your friends, to people who you love, add people who piss you off. Pray for the people who piss you off. At first, it's going to be galling because fuck them. But you can say that, and then I want you to pray for them. Surround them in light and love, because there are things and behaviors that need to shift with some of the people around you. And you can support that shift not by fighting against it or railing against it or being mad about it, but by shifting your energy to one of love and support to the people who are pissing you off. And then you need to make sure your intention is really strong for how you want to feel. Do this early in the day. Get up and during your meditation time, you pray for your loved ones, you pray for the people who piss you off. And then you go, okay, and this is how I want to feel today. Not what I need to get done, not, what needs to change, not how I need to change, but how do I need to feel? It can be as simple as like, I just want to feel good today, or I want to feel calm today, or I want to feel no stress today. Pray and then set that intention. And as you do that for about less than a week, you will see the energy start to drastically shift around you. You're going to see people around you, especially the people who piss you off, making shifts in their behavior that either A, negate the problems that you're having, or B, enable you to have much needed conversations with those people that's blocked off right now. So that's a major energy shift that needs to occur. And that's how you're going to be able to shift that energy. It's going to take you about 4 days if you do this consistently in the morning to notice a major energy shift. Keep at it. It's going to work. Let me pull some cards for you, beautiful one. So beautiful Skyla need to know. I don't like the cards. I think that's what I got for you. I just pulled cards and went, this isn't relevant for her. I think that's the big message that I have for you from Spirit. I don't really feel anything else coming through. I feel like Thomas is right. I think I heard Thomas say that you need to make changes, but I feel like you need to shift the energy so that you can make those changes, because right now you're really stuck because the energy is not conducive to making change. But shift your energy in the way that we just described, and you're going to find that obstacles dissolve, things move out of your way, conversations are had, and movement begins to take place. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, darling.
Dear. Thank you. Thank you. We still have openings, guys. It is $35 donations, readings, and healings. Galactic. My God, say Galactic. And it is in PayPal and Cash App. So it is linked in the description for those watching, and I have to re-sign in. No, I don't have to re-sign in your phone. You just keep playing games with me. And thank you. Next up, we have Soul Blossom. Soul Blossom, I saw you up here, Jennifer. So I'm going first. Let me get a good look at your picture. Okay. You're taking on a lot of people's energy, Miss Jennifer. Why are you doing that? Hold on. Guide, step forward. Thank you. Saying she needs to understand that sometimes you're taking on the emotional energy of other people. It's not your job to transmute it. It's their job. I'm just going to channel. Certain people have agreed to certain things in life. And in those things, it's up to them, unless they're paying you and you decide you want to do it for them in that session, to transmute that energy for them or have a being do it. Still, you're taking on too much other people's like energy and their emotions, and I'm seeing you're not sleeping. I'm seeing all these other things. Still, this is up to you. This is important for you, is to set boundaries. Like hard, what I'm seeing is like boundaries slamming down, energy slamming down all around you. Boom, 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 boom. It's like you set your own boundaries. You'll understand the story as I tell it. So I'm going to tell it really fast. I was doing pest control for a long time. My former teacher, who's named Rossi, so I'll say, Rossi said to me, I find it hilarious that you're destroying or killing bugs in 3D reality, because I was doing pest control. And you're also destroying our parasites in 3D. You're also destroying parasites in the spiritual world. And I realized at that moment that when I went and did a house, I would get paid for that house. Jennifer, I would get paid for that house. Then they might call me back to do extra service, but I realized that they were calling me back to clear their house. And I was like, God or guides or whatever point I was at that point in my path, I was like, this needs to stop now. And all of a sudden, all my callbacks started going away. They could never figure this out for years, how I had barely any callbacks compared to other people. But the point is that they were calling me back because I was doing something on a subconscious level or a spiritual level without consciously knowing I was doing it. So what I'm saying to you is, you're going to have to really look at why it is you're doing what you're doing, because it's not your energy to transmute, my guides are saying. It's their energy to transmute. And they're saying there's a couple people around you that are not really for your benefit, and you know who they are. You really need to look at those relationships more in depth, because they're not good. They're just not helping you. I've had to realize this to myself. There was just certain people that weren't working, and I had to be like, I didn't really like say anything to them. I was just like, I'm out. I don't have to worry about this anymore. Without creating drama, I just stopped answering the phone or responding. Anyways, here we go. We're going to tap in, stare at the crystal. Actually, we're doing this one because this one's a little different. Stare at the crystal. And now, white ray. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. And recalibrate light. Boom. Send you over to Ingrid.
Okay, beautiful Jennifer. I immediately feel pain in my left side, like a stabbing pain in my left side on my back and my flank here. And I'm getting what Thomas just said. I was getting there's deceitful people around you. There's people who are definitely not in your highest interest and maybe even actively stabbing you in the back. And okay, so yeah, here's the thing. I also feel my crown chakra all a tingle. Okay, that means you have a strong connection to spirit. You can tap into spirit and get guidance for next steps anytime you want. Contrary to popular belief, nothing is off limits for divine spirit. You can tap into spirit and you can ask for help with money. You can ask for help with moving. You can ask for help with relationships. You can ask for help with any petty human thing because it's all divine and it all matters. If it matters to you, it matters to all of creation. So you can ask for that. So you just need to slow yourself down, go into meditation, whatever it is you do to hook in with spirit. That crown chakra is nice and open. You can hook in. Here's what you need to know. Your emotions mislead you. Thomas said you take on a lot of emotions from other people. I would interpret that as you're an emotional empath, which means you can't necessarily trust your emotions to make decisions. You need to get to a place where you are not in an emotional state and you're fully tapped into your intuition and divine spirit. The guidance you receive that does not have an emotional charge is spirit. If it has an emotional charge, it's ego. That's okay. It's just important to know the difference. So do what you can to carve out time and space for yourself and tap into spirit. I see you walking out in nature will be really, really good for you. Walking in a park, just spending time alone and reconnecting with yourself, with the earth, and with spirit, with your intuition. There's a way out of the situation for you, but it's going to come one step at a time. Okay. You're not going to get the full picture. We never do because we're here for the experience. We're here to experience it every step of the way. So tap in and you'll get that guidance that you need in the moment when you can just get rid of the emotions. Grounding yourself in is a great way to get rid of the emotions. Pulling cords or get some energy work done. Hire Thomas to do some energy healing on you to really pull out all those stuck emotions that are not yours and are leading you astray. Let me pull some cards for you. Yeah, you're hanging on to some real hurt and expectations you had. You need to let that go. You need to accept that things did not work out the way they needed to work out, that the people are not who they purported themselves to be, and that you're not getting along. Only then are you going to be able to cut the cords and move on. But you're still hanging on to something. You're hanging on to, but they said, but it should have been, but those expectations have to go. It sucks when our expectations are not met. It is disappointing. You're allowed to feel disappointed, but you've got to let go. You are taking on more of a burden than you need to. And you are the magician, my sweet love, which means you actually can't be stopped by an outside force. It is only you. Set your intention and walk through the doors as they open. Beautiful. You got this. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for allowing us to tune in for you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Miss Jennifer. Next up, well, guys, we still have $35 donations, readings, and healings. It is linked in the bio. We have some openings about to come up. If you would like us reading, it is Cash App and PayPal as well. Next up is Gelvoit. And I forget, are you starting this time? Yes, you're starting this time, right?
I can start.
I think I'm just going to go back and forth, back and forth.
Well, I just did the last reading.
Okay,
so
yeah. Did you start?
No,
okay,
I did. I finished it.
Okay, I start. I'm forgetting. I apologize.
No worries. I do that too when I'm in channel. I'm like, who, what, huh?
And then I'm like, I have to look at PayPal. It's even crazier when it's TikTok.
Yeah.
But you get into a groove because you're like, I got to do it all myself.
Yeah.
I got no time to think. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. As I said, guys, we still have openings. It's linked in the feed and in the description of StreamYard. Yeah, guys, I hear you. We can talk about that after the feed. I don't know why I'm using cards. Whatever, don't need them. Okay, Gil, I feel like you're fighting other people's battles that you don't need to fight sometimes. And this is about you, they're saying. It's not about everyone else. There's certain people in your life that aren't okay. You've raised an energy. So there's certain people in your life that do not work for you. Let's say they still work for you, so you keep them there. But I have certain friends, Gail, that I'm thinking of a couple, and I still talk to them regularly, but I just don't really feed into the energy of anything because it's not really worth my time. And case in point, this is the card that's just sitting on top of the deck. Like, just, I know this means something else, but you're going to be very sad about letting that go. But it's just, you have to understand what's going to make you happy and what's not going to make you happy. It's up to you which way you want to go with this. But what I'm feeling though is it's really time to step forward. Listen, I had this conversation with someone earlier, but I've had it with many people actually. And it's like just do it. Just do it. Like just step forward, just do it. I hear a lot of people, and it's no disrespect to anybody that I've talked to about this. I hear a lot of excuses. I hear a lot of people just make, I can't do this, I can't do that. I'm like, excuses. And I do that too. I'm sure Ingrid does that as well. But the thing is that we show up. We show up. So, and you're showing up, they're saying, but still, it's like, it's time to step out of your comfort zone, whatever that is. It's what one of my guides, and he's a little pushy, is saying. Are you comfortable where you're at? Like, are you really comfortable? Or is part of your brain going, I'm not comfortable right here, so maybe I need to do something. But if I do it, what happens? You never know what that is until you do it. You only live once. And my greatest fear, Gail, is I'm 80 years old, or 90 or 100, and I'm sitting in a nursing home, and I'm like, I wish I had done that. Who knows what could have happened? It's one of my greatest fears. So, it's time. They're saying it's time. And I'll do a little bit of work here. We use the wand again. Stare at the crystal. Everyone stare at the crystal. And kaboom. Rays of light. And, oh, you have a new ability I didn't know about. Okay. Send swords to cut cords. No. I've never seen you do it like that. Hello, Haley. I've never seen you do it like that before, wand. Let's use energy for that. And clear. We calibrate light Boom. Got it.
My turn? You got, yep. Okay. You look pretty complete over there, but thought I'd just double check. All right. Beautiful Gail. I'm getting that you have an opportunity to rest and recuperate for a little while right now. Like there's a window where it would be very beneficial for you to rest and recuperate. I'm seeing this vision of you on a chair with a blanket over your legs and a hot drink in your hand, and you're enjoying the company of the people you love and just letting yourself fully relax and take a break. I feel like you don't feel like you can do that, but you can. If you look again at your finances and the timing and like kind of what's going on in your life, you're going to find that if you work it right, you can give yourself a few weeks off. And I'm getting this sort of holiday vibe, which is interesting because the holidays are gone, but I'm getting this like relaxing for the holidays. Maybe there's a birthday coming up or some event coming up, some kind of milestone, but that's the energy that I get. Like you can relax right now. You can take a few weeks off, even a couple of weeks off. If you do that and forget about work, forget about what you're supposed to be doing, what you want to be doing, that's going to give you the energy and the clarity and the impetus to really embark on your journey, to really get into action and take steps towards what it is you want to create with your life. So that feels like that'll be very yummy if you allow yourself to do that. You may not allow yourself to do that, but Spirit is saying you can. You can arrange things and do that for yourself. All right, beautiful. Let me pull some cards for you. What else is beautiful, Gail? Need to know.
It's an airplane.
Can you hear that? Damn, that's loud. All right, Gail. Yeah, you're reworking and rewiring some stuff mentally in your mind. You're looking for clarity and you're going to get it, especially if you prioritize some self-care right now, refilling your cup. And that scene that I just saw, it feels like the way forward for you. The sun, that's the best card you can get because it is so positive. Like you cannot go wrong with the sun. This is about filling your own cup so that you can give from a place of being refueled, being fulfilled. And it's going to help you gain clarity on the things that have been confusing you. You've already set a really strong energetic foundation for this. It's just a question of rewiring your mind. And do what fills you up, prioritize yourself. And I get like your people, comfort, cozy. Feels like that's the way forward for you. All right, Gail, thank you so much. Appreciate you so much.
Gail, I'm going to say something. I'm reading your comments. Getting more certificates. Here's the thing. I don't know if I think Ingrid will agree with me. I have a lot of certificates, Gail. I feel like this is more of the old school. Yeah, certificates are great, and I'm going to make my own healing modality because my guides have been harassing me about this. Still, I see so many people on the internet and working in real life that don't have any certificates. They might have one. It does lead credence. I just have pictures of my certificates. I don't even know where they went. I just keep pictures in my phone if someone needs to see them, because I can just download them and print them out. But the point is that it's not all that important, because once you tap into one form of healing or just even heal, my guides are saying, you tap into all kinds of different forms of energy. I just feel like, yes, the rest is important in getting grounded in where you want to go. As Ingrid said, still start. Just start. I mean, like, how am I supposed to do that? Just figure it out. I mean, just go somewhere. I've seen a lot of people just start doing like one thing and it turns into 50 things for them. You just start. It's just literally starting. And how do you feel about the certificates, Ingrid?
Oh, I think, how do I feel about certificates? I think learning is really valuable and we should never stop learning. Yeah. But certificates themselves, I think we can use them as a way to avoid doing the work, chasing validation, chasing validity. But that being said, I think learning is really important. If it comes with a certificate, I think that's fine. But I think we need to be careful not to keep chasing certifications and validation and credentials, because what we end up doing is we think that it will help us be more credible, lend credibility to our work. But the truth is, who asks for credentials? When you want to work with somebody, especially in the spiritual world, this is especially true in spirit, when you want to work with somebody, in your body, you can feel it. You can feel the resonance if they're right for you.
Yeah,
that's what
I mean, I have like 20 certificates. I couldn't even name them all. I have no idea. I just like to collect them. They were fun to me to have.
And do you think there was a part of you that was like kind of running away from yourself a little bit and actually doing the thing?
No, I was doing it. As soon as I get one, I want to test it out. But
yeah,
like a medical intuitive or something like that. But the thing is that a medical intuitive certificate.
And everybody is different. I just think we should watch out for that, because we're
No, I agree, because my guides are saying it forms cults sometimes.
Oh, totally. And it can also, like kind of limit your creativity and your openness to doing, something new and different, and allowing spirit to come through and give you something unique, but not always. It just depends on how we approach it. So just to be mindful when we are pursuing education, that you're doing it for the learning because your heart is fueled by it and you want to add it to your repertoire and bring it out into the world and be of service, instead of chasing it because you think you're not good enough unless you get a certain number of certificates.
Yeah,
there's an energy attached to it.
I was like collecting baseball cards with certificates. Anyways, but I just thought it was funny. But I remember there were people that, and I got your donation, Kristen, is that for me, it's I call it the old school, because like 2-3 years ago, everyone was like, you go to get a job and they're like, what certificates do you have? Or like I talked to a spiritual person, they'd be like, well, I'm a Reiki master.
And I'm right. You can make it your identity, and then you lose connection with the magic of that modality. But this is not true for everybody. And I just saw Gail commented like she's doing it to learn. It feels good for her to learn. And that's wonderful.
Of course. Yeah. I'm not making fun of Gail or anything. I'm just saying that like I'd be like, well,
it's so easy for us to create boxes for ourselves, and chasing certifications is one way to do that. But I think that also depends on the field as well. Like, for example, if you're going to be a surgeon, please don't do that on a whim. please get training and learn everything that there is to learn, and then you can expand on it. But there's other things that are softer arts, that are things like opening up to spirit, that is less tangible, and that you can, but even something like surgery, you can box yourself in. Like, we all know that science is as dogmatic as religion. Humans are really good at that, putting themselves in boxes. So just something to be aware of as you're pursuing education.
I just remember, and I hope to God she's not watching, because she's a friend of mine, when I was getting my triple Reiki master thing, because I needed the certificate for my old website. I don't put them up anymore on my website. But I remember we were in the beginning, she's like, you have to learn this entire Reiki book. And granted, my guys were saying I was being an asshole, which I was. But I would be like, well, I just snap my fingers and a power symbol appears. So why do I need to know this again? Why do I need to know the whole history of Reiki? This is like a 300-page book. I don't need to know this. I already know enough about it. I can just go to a website and read 10 pages and I know everything I need to know.
And like, how much of that is filler to justify a certification course? You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. And then on the other hand, maybe it is really beneficial to understand the history and kind of have some reverence for where it came from. It's like, there's a balance. There's always a balance.
There's always a balance to everything. Okay, next up we still have openings, guys. PayPal and It is.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Chrisan Gaspy. My friend, can you comment?
Who we got?
Oh, you're back already. I thought you were like running away.
No,
Okay.
I just want to turn on a light.
Okay. Chrisen, are you here? I'm probably going to butcher your name. I apologize. Mr. Gaspy is what I'm going to call you. Mr. Gaspy, are you here? I have to bring up my other phone like I was saying. So you might be just on Facebook comments. Here, sweetie. There you are. Miss Gaspy, I apologize. There we go. You want to start with this one, dear?
Sure. Hi, beautiful Kristen. Hello, my love. Okay. What does our beautiful Kristen need to know? Show me, show me. Okay, I'm feeling tingling in the third eye. I'm seeing something like a journey, forward movement, relocating, moving. There's movement happening. I'm unclear whether this is like physically moving or whether this is just movement within you, but it definitely feels like movement is happening. Like I'm being shown like moving camp, like moving, yeah, moving, just movement. There's real movement happening. You can see it happening. You have to trust yourself right now. You have big decisions coming up is what I'm feeling. I feel like you have big decisions coming up and you just need to really ground into yourself and ground into your body and trust your intuition. That's what the third eye indicates. And that's all a fizzle on me. I can feel it tingling. What is this? And then I feel like my breath wants to like get more shallow. So you're feeling anxiety is sneaking up on you. Your fear is sneaking up on you. You need to acknowledge it. You need to get it under control right now. Ground into your body. Do it right now, my sweet. Take a deep breath and drop that energy all the way into your root and just be really, really grounded in your body. I feel like you're not aware of the fear that you're carrying. And because you're not aware of it, it's gonna come in and color things for you. And we need to not let it do that because you have big decisions to make. Honestly, it feels like it might be like a moving house or some kind of movement is happening. Something physically moving is happening, but I'm unclear what it is. So you have big decisions to make. I'll pull some cards for you. Okay. Show me, show me, show me, show me. I get what I'm getting from Spirit is it may not be happening yet, like it hasn't shown up yet, but you're going to be having to make decisions maybe around your kids or one of your kids. Some kind of movement is happening. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be tense. It's going to be high stakes. And it's going to be easy for you to start to fray at the edges unless you start to identify the fear that you're carrying, the tension that you're carrying, the anxiety that you're carrying right now in your chest. It's your shallow breathing. Your shallow breathing is going to show you where you're carrying that fear. Get that under control right now. Ground in right now and keep practicing that so that when this next step occurs, you're going to have total mastery of yourself so that you can have mastery of the situation. Okay. You don't know what it is yet. You might have a glimpse of it, but it's not fully here yet. It's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be people you're going to be talking to. I'm leaning towards something shifting with one of your kids. I don't quite feel like a big house move and everybody moving, but there's real movement happening. So that's what it feels like to me. It feels like, okay, the two cards that came out are Strength and the Tower card. Moving. This card represents moving. Strength is courage. Have the courage to move forward, ask questions. I feel a block in the throat chakra. I feel like you're going to be surprised at how much this situation rocks you that's coming up, kind of rocks your core. It's in the throat chakra. It's not trusting yourself. So essentially what Spirit is saying, start doing the energy work right now on your body, on your being. You've done soulmatic renewal with me. You've done the energy redistribution with me. If you need a refresher, let me know. Just start getting your energy right, becoming aware of where you're holding tension, anxiety, and fear in your body, grounding in, moving through that so that you are fully in your element for what you need to manage, what you need to take control of. You'll be fine. Spirit is really just coming in and being kind, and giving you a leg up about what's coming and telling you to start managing your energy now so that you are in full command when this situation arises, when this movement, whatever it is, happens for you. Let me pull a card on that movement. Work. Your life's work. So I feel like it probably has something to do with your kids. I'm not sure. I'm not being shown that because you don't need to know that. All you need to know right now is, all right, my sweet, start evaluating your energy now, getting straight now, grounding in, identifying your fear. It is going to be shown to you with your breath. If you're high, shallow breaths high in the chest mean you're carrying fear. Deeper breaths in the belly, deeper in the belly, you've got it under control. All right, sweetheart. I hope that is helpful. Thank you, beautiful. Appreciate you. Bouncing you over to Thomas.
Okay. The central message I'm seeing is that I'm seeing your child, your inner child, like in a cage. It's like you've locked up a younger part of yourself, because I kept seeing like you needed to be young again, is what I kept seeing while she was reading. And I'm seeing her like in a cage. It's like you've locked her away because you're afraid on some level, which I think everyone is. As I can feel this. Give me a second. I have to feel this sometimes. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Okay. This is triggering me. Don't get upset. This is my job. So if it happens, it happens. So it's like she's locked up. It's just letting her free and letting that innocence out. I feel like you've had to be grown up for too long. And in that being grown up, it's not helping you. It's not helping you fully understand what you're capable of and fully embracing the youthfulness and drive that you have within yourself. And really tapping into what it is to be young and free. There's too many moving pieces around you that are dictating how you go. That's what I'm saying. Like I have to do my head like this. That's my feeling I have to do. So it's pretty easy. You can go talk to your inner child. I can help you with that. You can directly talk to her yourself. That's just on my website, thomassawyer.com. Anyways, but also you're going to have to start doing some more childlike activities, because what I'm seeing is like just seeing all these children activities, like swimming in a pool, like it's just fun things, like eating ice cream, all these things. I'm seeing all these things at once. But tapping into that energy is going to help bring that out of you and make you more free. I think in today's society, a lot of times we've been taught that once we get to a certain age, we have to be a certain thing, which I find hilarious, which I do. Instead of just having fun and being free and not being dictated by rules that aren't even really rules, they're just societal norms. Yeah. Let her out. Let her out. I'm just saying, let her out. Anyways, here we go. Stare at the wand there and say I accept in your head. You have a lot of energetic shields around you. You're just protecting yourself. You're protecting your heart from being hurt. Now. Transmute. Amber making fun of me, saying, look at how he's talking to his wand. I can't help it. This thing's discovering new abilities every time I like use it on a live. So it essentially just took a lot of that negative, or not that harder energy, not negative energy, and transmuted it into something else and got rid of it. Boom. And light, golden ray. Like that, white ray. Thank you, confirmation. Got it. Anything else? Little blue ray. I'm using different rays of healing. Got it. Got it. Hello, Bob. What's up, man? Let's see. Thank you. Is Kristen correct, Ingrid?
Yeah.
Kristen. Okay. I'm just not good with names. It's hard for me sometimes. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got going on here. And okay. Just looking at something. Okay. There we go. Hello, Mr. Bob's in the house. Yeah. No going outside for me to take a break. Okay. I'm on the third floor, Ingrid. Okay.
Are you?
I have to jump out the window. Okay. So next up, we have Bob Becker.
Hello, beautiful Bob. You want to go
Bob,
first?
why is he crying? Are you going to say something, Ingrid?
I was going to say, you want to go first?
Yeah. I just went ahead and went. Why do I see you crying? Where is it? They're saying stepping fully into your power is important. I'm seeing you crying, which is good. You're releasing emotion. I feel like there's these group of people around you, Bob, that you need to be talking to. And I don't know how you're going to find them. I do. Bob, I don't know if you're like in a new town, if you're in like a major populated town. I don't know where you're at. I've said this to a million clients. Meetup.com. You can find anything, man, like healing circles, spiritual groups that meet up with each other. Meetup.com. I feel like this would be very good for you moving forward. It's going to help you understand things they're saying and find people that resonate with you. I don't feel like you have the right people around you. They don't understand you. They don't understand what you're talking about. Bob, for me, it's been very selective about who I let into my life and who I don't. And especially over the last like 4 years, because I need people that are going, and if they're not spiritual, that's fine. I talk about other things because I've known them for so long still, but there's plenty of people I have that are spiritual. But the point is that I feel like you just need people more like you. One of my guys is saying, fuck, just choose like a chess club or something. I don't know if you play chess or something. I don't know. But something like that. There's all these groups you can have meetups with. I feel like you're just going to find people that resonate with you in general. They don't have to be spiritual, I'm hearing. Still, it's going to help resonate with you, is what I'm saying. I feel like you're releasing a lot, but there's something you're not releasing, and it's going back to childhood. I don't want to get too personal with you, because it's on a live feed. But it's childhood. It's traumatic. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to help you release this a little bit, at least start the process, and you're going to have to complete the rest. But energy is energy, and any energy can be moved at any time. I just say, I accept, Bob. Now. You're going to feel that around your belly button. It's your sacral chakra. There. Calibrate light. Got it. and remove, calibrate light. Boom. Got it. And there. Feminine energy, please. Feminine energy, please. Thank you. Clear. Boom. Got it. It's all you, Miss Ingrid.
Okay. Beautiful, Bob. I'm feeling frustration and annoyance. And I want you to really not push away the frustration. I feel like you're wanting to stay really positive, stay in a good place, stay optimistic. You can be optimistic and you can still feel frustrated and annoyed. Your frustration is telling you something. It's telling you what's not working for you. Now, that may be something that needs to completely go out of your life. That's drastic. Or, and this is what I think it is for you, they may be telling you that something needs to be tweaked. Here's what came into my head when I started feeling into this energy for you. In my work, the work that I'm doing, I was starting to feel frustrated, even in like my spiritual work. I was feeling frustrated with, and I didn't know why. I just knew that I was feeling frustrated. And I didn't know why, because I kept pushing it away and pushing it away and pushing it away. When I finally allowed myself to be like, okay, I feel annoyed and I feel frustrated. What's going on here? It's the same kind of energy I'm feeling in you. When I allowed it to speak to me, I understood, oh, it's not that I need to like burn everything down. I need to adjust how I am doing what I am doing. And so I started doing my work in a way that felt yummy for me instead of forcing myself to do things in ways that don't feel yummy for me. I feel like this has to do with your job. I feel like this has to do with your work in the world. I feel like this has to do with kind of every area of your life. You're going to need to sit down and just allow yourself to be like, okay, I feel frustrated in this situation. Why? What's frustrating? Is it having to do this? Is it doing it this way? Is it not? How is it not feeling aligned? Let it speak to you and tell you what's not working. And then you can only then, once you accept, okay, this doesn't work for me, then you will receive clarity on what it is you need to change and fix in that area of your life, whatever area of your life it is. For you, I feel like you've got some buildup of frustration. It's really a gift that is showing up for you because it's really showing you what's not working. As soon as you allow it, accept it, feel it, and then get that clarity and make those tweaks, life is going to really open up for you. I feel a rush of movement forward. It feels really good. So don't push your frustration away. We all want to stay positive, optimistic, and not fall into that trap of negativity. But when that negativity strikes, the thing to do is to accept it completely, get into radical acceptance of it so that you can move through it and find clarity. Pushing it away looks like I don't want to acknowledge it. It also looks like, man, this always happens to me. Like it's the same energy, right? It's just a different manifestation of that energy. So accept it completely. Okay, I feel frustrated. I feel annoyed. I feel dissatisfied. Let yourself have it. And then when you let yourself have it, that's why. And if I do it this way, I'm going to feel better. So you make that shift. You make small incremental shifts that make a huge difference to your energy and to how you feel, because we all want to feel good and you are allowed to feel good. All right, darling, pulling some cards for you. Okay, everything, all the energy is supporting you except this bad boy, which is hanging on too tightly to the way it's always been. Let go of some of the traditions, the habits, the way it's always been. It's got to shift for you. Everything inside you is shifting. It can't stay the same on the outside. You can still meet your obligations, but you can meet them in a way that works for you. Approach your duties, your activities, your obligations, the things you know you need to take care of in a way that is beneficial and works for you as well. You are allowed. You do not have to keep doing the same thing. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown it. I hope that makes sense for you, Bob, and I hope that is helpful. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you, Bob. And we do not have any more donations. What would you like to do, Miss Ingrid?
Well, my guy just came home with food, and I'm like, ooh, I'm realizing I'm kind of hungry. So maybe it's good timing.
Okay. Anything you need to shout out?
I have some cool shit on my website. It's on my homepage. I've got an event, a human design masterclass with a guest instructor and podcast guest, Annalena Fuchs. So if you want to learn human design, that is an accessible way to learn it from a master. And I've also got my digital masterclass on conquering your fear. If you have found that your fear is something that you have a hard time moving through, I can help you with that. And that is also available on my website,
Okay.
ingridhturner.com.
Okay. Sorry. I also have Journey to a Past Lifetime. It will be in about 2 weeks. It's on my website. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. And it'll be a 2-hour Zoom class. And I'll have some other stuff coming out relatively in the next few days that'll be up on my website as two. But thank you all for being here. And we are good.
All right.
Bye-bye, everyone. Peace out.
Bye.